Hello students, welcome to ACE Online. In this live speaker నా ఫోన్ ఇచ్చి కాదు. Hello students, welcome to ACE Online. I hope the live streaming is going well. Hello students, welcome to ACE Online. I hope so live streaming is going well. Just a moment. So just a so we were thinking like from where the sound is coming. So finally we found the sound is from the screen itself. So hello students, welcome to ACE Online. In this live session, I am going to discuss about Mission ISRO 2025 PYQ series. So within 20 days, you have the most prestigious ISRO examination for the scientist post. So from ACE Academy, we are providing you the YouTube live sessions. Through these live sessions, we would like to interact with the students, and then we also want to solve the PYQs which were asked in ISRO. Not only this, we also want to solve the expected questions from this ISRO examination. So today I am going to deal with engineering mathematics, which is common for all these branches. Every day we are coming with live sessions for from different subjects. So here is my profile. I am Aditya, faculty at ACE Engineering Academy. I have graduated from IIC Bangalore. I have been teaching signals and systems for EC, electrical instrumentation, and engineering mathematics for all the branches, especially for CSE and DA. So let's see the schedule. So here you have the schedule for various departments. For example, electronics and communication. So this is the schedule. Today, that is 25th August, for all the branches it is engineering maths. Tomorrow, that is 26th, numerical ability, and then your core subjects start. The schedule timings are also clearly given. You can check this timings. Accordingly, you can attend this live classes. You can also post your doubts in your in the YouTube live comment section. I'll try to read them. Not only this, we are also providing you the previous year questions and also the authentic solutions subject wise. So when you have subject wise PYQs, this is going to help you in a great way. So for computer science, for electronics and communication, and also for mechanical engineering, we are providing you the PYQ with solutions. Not only this, we are also providing you the the test series. Students, they are trying to resolve. Is it clear now? Shivakumar, is the audio okay now? Vaishnavi says yes. David says it's clear now. Okay. So I think there was an audio issue. Like I was telling you about, I was introducing myself. Like I was saying, we are discussing about mission ISRO 2025 PYQ series. So today engineering max, which is common for all the branches. So every day you will have live sessions. This is my profile, faculty at ACE Engineering Academy. You can go through this profile. And then I was telling you about the various various branches and the schedule. You can take a screenshot of this and attend the live sessions accordingly. So today max being common, so tomorrow it's numerical ability, and afterwards you have the core subjects coming up for the respective branches. I hope now everything is going well. Okay, clear. That's fine. Then we'll get into the session. ACE also provides you the previous year questions along with the solutions, which is subject wise. The subject wise will really help you during the practice. So we have for the computer science, electronics and communication, as well as for mechanical engineering. We are also providing you the ISRO online test series. In some time I'll try to provide you the QR code. You can scan the QR code, register for the online test series, which is exclusively for ISRO examination. So I have taken some of the previously asked ISRO questions and also some typical questions which can help you in the preparation. I'll also be giving you some time. I'll be reading the question, I'll be giving time, I'll be asking you the answers in this live session. It's a 3x3 matrix. They're asking you what are the eigenvalues of this matrix. Students, you have to be a little careful with none of these options. When none of this is given, right? So you have to clearly answer the question. Can I expect some answers from you? So what to do? I'll give you some suggestions also. The trace of a square matrix is always equal to the sum of the eigenvalues. Sum of the eigenvalues of a square matrix is always the trace. The product of the eigenvalues is equal to the determinant of that square matrix. With this, can you get the answer? There's a student Vikram who says it is option A. Mani says det 0, option D. So det 0, why it is option D, Mani? Shri Vaishnavi says it is option A. Vikram says the eigenvalues are 0, minus 1, minus 2. 0, minus 1, minus 2 match with option A. Looks like the majority of the students are saying the answer is option A. Let me try. If you look at trace, what's the trace? Trace of A. What do you mean by trace? Sum of the principal diagonal elements, 0 plus 0 plus minus 3, which is minus 3. The trace, if you add all the eigenvalues, it matches with option A. When I add all the eigenvalues, this is minus 7, this is eliminated. When I add all the eigenvalues, it is minus 4, eliminated. And the other option is none of this. You have to be very careful. Since one of the option is none of this, what I'll do is I'll try to find the eigenvalues. To be 100% confident, I'll try to find the eigenvalues. It is simple. So A minus lambda, so this is minus lambda, 1, 0, 0, minus lambda, 1, 0, minus 2, and then minus 3, minus lambda. Now some students feel, sir, this determinant calculation is going to take time. No. Look, this column has got more zeros. So let's expand the determinant using this column. So this is minus lambda times minus lambda into minus 3 minus lambda AD minus BC and then plus 2. This is equal to 0 because when I'm expanding using the first column, so this into this plus 0 into the cofactor plus 0 into the cofactor is anyway 0. Since lambda is there as a factor, clearly one of the eigenvalue is 0. You can simplify this expression, remove this, just simplify this. This is 3 lambda plus lambda square plus 2 equal to 0. And this is a very familiar quadratic equation, lambda square plus 3 lambda plus 2 Do you know what are the roots? The roots of this quadratic equation are -2 and -1 and -2. So what are the three eigenvalues? 0, -1, -2, which matches with option A. Some of you might ask, sir, why did you do this? Since one of the option is none of this, I want to be 100% confident. Okay, you can also check the determinant, but one of the option, none of this, so you should do an extra calculation. I hope you people have understood this. Will you solve this kind of problems in the upcoming ISRO examination? You should easily solve such problems. What do you say, students? Okay, let's proceed. I'll give time to solve this problem. I want to know your answers. The number of non-trivial solutions of the system. So there are three equations. How many non-trivial solutions are there? The options are 0, 1, 2, 3. How many non-trivial solutions are there? Can someone tell me what do you mean by non-trivial solution? Can you type it in the chat? Can you also tell me how many, first of all, tell me what are non-trivial solutions, and then you have to tell me how many non-trivial solutions are there for this system. I'll wait for some time. I'll be reading your comments. Shivakumar, can you tell us what do you mean by non-trivial solution? Or at least tell me what is trivial solution. Then you will get some ideas about what do you mean by non-trivial solution. There is a student Nishant who says non-trivial refers to infinite solutions. If non-trivial solutions refer to infinite solutions, there is no option infinity here. So there is something else you have to understand. Shivakumar says non-trivial means debt is 0. Okay. Let's see. Hitesh also says non-trivial refers to infinite solutions. That's correct. In some way it is correct, but you are not getting the exact point. What exactly is needed for this question? You are missing that. I'll wait for a few more seconds and then I'll try to solve it. Hitesh says n minus r. Hitesh, it is not n minus r. N minus r refers to nullity, which talks about number of linearly independent solutions of a homogeneous system. So the discussion is not about n minus r. I got the right answer. Okay. So there is a student called Karuna Venkatesh. He says, sir, non-trivial solution in this means non-zero solutions. Excellent. Karuna Venkatesh, your answer is perfect. What does non-trivial solution mean in this context? It refers to non-zero solutions. With this hint from Karuna, I'll try to solve it. First, I'll collect the coefficients, call it matrix A. I'll try to see what is the determinant of that. Let's collect the coefficients. 1, minus 1, 1, 1, 2, minus 1, 2, 1, 3. This is the coefficient matrix. Can you people calculate the determinant and put the answer in the chat? What is determinant of A? Is it 0 or non-zero? If it is non-zero, then what is its value? Can you people find it? Students, can you find the determinant of A and tell me what's the answer? I'll give you 10-20 seconds time. Definitely I'll get some answers. Like there is a student Manisai who says 9. And then Iron Man says 9, Shivakumar says 9. Okay, so since multiple students saying the same value, I will take the answer like det of A as 9. So what to do next? Since the determinant is not equal to 0, you know what happens in the case of Ax equal to 0, I will tell you. In the case of Ax equal to 0, there are two things. One is trivial solution. The other case is non-trivial solution. When do you get trivial solution? When do you get non-trivial solution? This happens when the rank of A is n, that is rank of A is its order, or you can also say when det A is not 0. When do you have non-trivial solution? You get non-trivial solution when det A is 0. You can also say in terms of rank when rank of A is less than n. Right now, when I look at the coefficient matrix, when I find the det, it is not 0. That means there is only one solution. What is that solution? All the variables are 0, x1, x2 up to xn, all of them are 0. There is only one such solution. You don't have any non-zero solution. We don't have any non-zero solution. We don't have any non-trivial solution. So how many? The number of non-trivial solutions means the answer is there is no non-zero solution, students. That is 0 non-zero solutions. See here, you might be confusing. This system has exactly one solution. What is that solution? All the variables, maybe there might be 3 variables x, y, z. All the variables equal to 0 is the only solution. Apart from that, it doesn't have any non-zero solutions. In the question, it's about how many non-zero solutions are there. We don't have any non-zero solution. That's what I said. It is option A. I hope you people have understood this. So very nicely framed. You might confuse with the way the question has been created. Can I go to the next problem? So I'm Karuna Venkatesh. I have to give the credit to Karuna Venkatesh because the student has decoded the number of non-trivial solutions. Karuna Venkatesh said non-trivial solutions here refers to non-zero solutions. Chalo, let's go to the next problem. If A is a square matrix such that A into adjoint A is this matrix, then what is the determinant of adjoint A? So this is also a very good question asked in your past exam. So I'll give you some hints. What we know is, we know A into A inverse is always what? Identity matrix. This is the hint. Sir, but here we don't have identity matrix, sir. Here we don't have A inverse, sir. Arey, you have to rearrange, get that in that form. I'll further say, you can write this as A into adjoint A by det A. This also is nothing but what? Identity matrix. What's the expression for A inverse? Adjoint A by det A. That's the expression. Now maybe you can easily answer. So shall I wait for your replies? You want a minute time? Remo is saying 125 is the final answer, is it? Let's see what are the other replies. So what I can do is, since 5 is common, I can send 5 to the other side. So when I send 5 to the other side, I get A into adjoint A. When 5 comes to the left side, it goes to the denominator, equal to what? Identity matrix. When you compare this with this expression, it is very clear that det A value is 5. What is det A? 5. Now what will you do with det A? Yes, we can answer this question with the help of det A. How? We know that determinant of adjoint A. We know that determinant of adjoint A is det A power n minus 1, where n is nothing but the order of the matrix A. So determinant of A is 5 power 3 minus 1, 5 square, which is 25 students. Did you get 25? Please reply. Shravan Kumar, did you understand where it went wrong? Some people have said 125. Remo, hope you have understood this. Let me go to the next problem. This is one of the nice problems that was asked in the recent time. I wanted to discuss this with you so that you get benefit out of this. The number of additions and multiplications involved in performing Gaussian elimination on any n cross n upper triangular matrix is of the order. So they are talking about Gaussian elimination. What do you do in Gaussian elimination? You will be given a system Ax equal to B. So you take the augmented matrix, you convert that to row echelon form, and then use back substitution, get all the values of the variables. This is what you do. But here there is some special case given. It says the matrix A that you take on any n cross n upper triangular matrix is of the order. So the matrix that you have to take, the coefficient matrix A is basically n cross n. It is also upper triangular matrix. With upper triangular matrix, our job is simplified. Let's see your comments. Karthik says it is order of n square. Okay, Karthik says it is order of n square. So let me try to explain you this. While solving this kind of problems, why don't you start with some simple matrix like a 2 cross 2, 3 cross 3, and then extend for a n cross n. So let's start with a 2 cross 2 matrix. So let's take A. That too, it's a upper triangular matrix. So let me try like this: A11, A12, 0, A22. Let the coefficient matrix be like this. Imagine you are solving a system which is Ax equal to B. Then you will be writing like this: A11, A12, 0, A22 multiplied with x1, x2. Now this will be equal to what? B1, B2. And then you will be using back substitution. What do you mean by back substitution? Is you take this row, you multiply with this, and you equate with P2 like this: A22 0 into x1 plus A22 into x2 equal to what? Equal to B2. I want the value of x2. So the value of x2 is 1 by A22 multiplied with what? B2. In getting x2, you know how many multiplications I have done? I have done one multiplication. Keep that in mind. Now with the value of x2 you can find x1. How? Take this row, multiply with this, equate with b1. So what do you get? It is a11 x1 plus a12 x2 equal to b1. We already got x2 value, you can substitute there, finally get x1. So a11 x1 is b1 minus a12 x2. Like you have already calculated x2, so you will use that x2 here. So what is expression for x1 now? X1 will be 1 by a11 into b1 minus a12 into x2. So here I have one multiplication, here I have one more multiplication, and this minus sign can also be written as plus into minus of something like that. So far here there are 2 multiplications while finding x1, 2 multiplications and 1 addition, and here, so where is this? Yeah, here there is only one multiplication. So what's happening here? To solve x1, x2, what we need is, we need one multiplication here, two multiplications here, which is like 1 plus 2. We need only one addition. So there is a pattern that you people have to recognize. 1 plus 2 and here only 1. Now imagine a 3 cross 3 matrix. So let me imagine a 3 cross 3 matrix, upper triangular matrix. If you can decode the pattern, it's almost done. x1, x2, x3 equal to b1, b2, b3. What we need to do? We need to first target x3. How do you get x3? This row into this column, like a33 into x3 will be b3. From this, the value of x3 is 1 by a33 into b3. So far, how many multiplications? One multiplication, no addition. Now target this fellow, which is like a22x2 plus a23x3 equal to b2. What you need? You need x2. So I'll directly write. Why I directly write is, I have faced a similar situation here, the same similar equation here. So what will be x2, students? It will be 1 by a22 whole multiplied with b2 minus a23 into x3. This is one multiplication, this is one multiplication, total multiplications at this stage 2 and 1 addition. We are not yet done. Here we need to find x3 also. So how do you find x3? Sorry, not x3, we have already calculated x3, x2. We need to find x1. So for that, first row into this, which is like a11 x1 plus a12 x2 plus a13 x3 equal to b1. Can you write directly x1? Let's see. What is x1? It is 1 by a11 multiplied with b1 minus a12 into x2 minus a13 into x3. Now you decide, for a 3 cross 3, how many multiplications were needed? Here 1, here 2, here for finding x1 it's 3. Let's talk about how many additions were needed. Here nothing, here one addition because there is a minus sign here, and here there are two minus signs, so it is like this. So I hope you would have recognized the pattern. If you have recognized, we have got the answer then. What happens for a n cross n matrix? For a n cross n matrix, the number of multiplications will be plus so on n, which is nothing but n into n plus 1 by 2, which is n square plus n by 2, which indicates that it is order of n square. What about additions? You have 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus so on n minus 1. You can also simplify this. It is n minus 1 into n by 2. This is also of the order n square. So when you add this, the new expression will also be of the order n square. So this is the answer. It's a very, very good question. You should be ready with this approach. Here, the nice thing is they gave an upper triangular matrix. So that makes our simplification easy. So what, students? Hope you people have understood this. Yes, Nagarjun Reddy, order of n square. Hitesh, order of n square. Let's proceed. So let's see what are they saying here. The sum of the elements in each row of A, which is a n cross n matrix with all real entries. So when someone says A belongs to R power n cross n, that means A is a n cross n matrix with real entries. He says that A is a n cross n. When you add all the elements in a row, it is giving us 1 it seems. The sum of elements in each row of A is 1. He then creates a new matrix B, which is A cube minus 2A square plus A. Which one of the following statements is correct for x belonging to R power n? There are various options. Now, why you want to struggle with a n cross n matrix? Why don't you look at a 2 cross 2 matrix? So let's imagine a 2 cross 2 matrix. Let's imagine a 2 cross 2 matrix A11, A12, A21, A22. In the question, it is clearly given that the sum of elements in each row is 1. That means A11 plus A12 is 1. A21 plus A22 is 1. Now the question is about B. So how do you answer that too? The question revolves around the homogeneous system, that is Bx equal to 0. If you can tell one of the eigenvalue of A, maybe you can easily answer about B. I repeat, can you tell about one of the eigenvalue of A? With that you might get the answer. Anyone? Let's see. Can you tell one of the eigenvalue? Shivakumar says you can also go for identity matrix for the verification. Yes, that's correct. Shivakumar, your approach is right. Please go ahead with that. Karthik says one of the eigenvalue of A is 1. He's right. Karthik, if one of the eigenvalue of A is 1, then they gave B, which is A cube minus 2A square plus A. And what is the eigenvalue of B then? Karthik, can you tell what could be the eigenvalue? Your answer is right. 1 is the eigenvalue of A. Can you tell us what's the eigenvalue of B? I am trying to find the eigenvalues. For that I equate A minus lambda, I get to 0. So this is going to give me A11 minus lambda, A12, A21, A22 minus lambda. The determinant of this is 0. Let me perform this operation. C1 is replaced with C1 plus C2. This kind of operation will not change the det value, students. Please be confident. This doesn't change the det. This is A11 minus lambda plus A12, A21 plus A22 minus lambda, and then the column 2 remains the same. So why are we doing like this? There's a standard result you will understand very shortly. We would have discussed this in classroom as well, but let me just show you why this happens. What is A11 plus A12 given in the problem? 1. What is A21 plus A22 given the problem? 1. Then substitute that. This is 1 minus lambda. Now this is also 1 minus lambda. And then you have A12 and then you have A22 minus lambda. The determinant of this 0. The first column contains 1 minus lambda common. You can take 1 minus lambda out and then you are left with 1, 1, A12, A22 minus lambda. The determinant of this 0. Since like the product is 0, you can say the individual factors are 0. 1 minus lambda is 0. This implies that lambda is 1. Lambda equal to 1 is one of the eigenvalue of A. Yes, you can generalize. When the sum of the elements in each row of A equals 1, then one of the eigenvalue would be 1. You can generalize. In the next time, you can directly use this result. Now, if 1 is the eigenvalue, then what's the eigenvalue of B? Students, see, I am trying to find the eigenvalue of B. With this, our solution will be over. Eigenvalue of B, which is 1 cube minus 2 into 1 square plus 1. This is the property. If you have a cube minus 2a square plus a, the corresponding eigenvalue would be lambda cube minus 2 lambda square plus lambda. If A is a square matrix, lambda is the eigenvalue of A, then the eigenvalue of a cube minus 2a square plus a is lambda cube minus 2 lambda square plus lambda. How much is this? 2 minus 2? 0. One of the eigenvalue of B is 0. When one of the eigenvalue of B is 0, the determinant is 0. The determinant is 0. When determinant is 0, Bx equal to 0. So previously also I said, when for a homogeneous system, when det is 0, it is going to have a non-trivial solution, that is infinitely many solutions. So what could be the answer here? When det is 0, it has infinitely many solutions. Which option is that? Did you understand the solution? Karthik says det B will be 0. Manisai says okay. Muskan says infinitely many. So you are right, Muskan. So the answer is, it has infinitely, Bx equal to 0 has infinitely many solutions. It is option C. Like so far I have been dealing with linear algebra, which is common for all the branches. Now let's solve certain questions related to calculus. I have little cold and cough. Sorry for that. The question is, what's the derivative of sine inverse 3x minus 4x cube? As soon as I see this, I see sine inverse. I also see 3x minus 4x cube. The moment I see 3x minus 4x cube, this reminds me about 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. Come on, can anyone say what is 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta? Let's see in the chat what the students are replying. Bolo students, 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta का वैल्यू क्या होगा? कमेंट करो. क्या होगा? वेटिंग. विक्रम sin 3 theta. Rajkumar sin 3 theta. Arvind, okay, sin 3 theta, there's a spelling mistake, it's okay. Majority of the students are saying they have recognized that 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta is sin 3 theta. Yes, this might help you. You can go for a substitution here, that let x be sin theta, then 3x minus 4x cube. So which is like 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta will be sin 3 theta. This is sin 3 theta. Now when you say that x is sin theta, let's write like this. What would be dx then? So the derivative of sin theta is cos theta, and then you will also have d theta. Wherever there is dx, now you can replace with cos theta into d theta. So let's get back into the question. Let's solve it here. What is asked? D by dx of sine inverse 3x minus 4x cube. This is asked. Wherever there is x, now you will do that substitution. What is the substitute for dx? So this is now dx is cos theta d theta, okay, and then you have sine inverse, and this inside quantity is sine 3 theta. Sine inverse, sine cancel, and then you can write like this, 1 by cos theta d by d theta. So when sine inverse and sine cancel, you are left with 3 theta. What's the derivative of 3 theta? It is 3. So you are left with 3 by cos theta. But there is no answer in terms of theta. Everything is in terms of x. So you have to write it in terms of x. If x is sine theta, then do you know what is cos theta? We have a formula for cos theta, which is root of 1 minus sine square theta, which is root of 1 minus x square according to the substitution. So what's the answer? It is 3 by root of 1 minus x square. Did you identify this? Right? So having the knowledge of basic trigonometry is helping to solve one of the ISRO examination question, that too in quick time. I hope you people have understood. There would be multiple ways to solve. This is one of the easiest way. You can also solve in other ways, that is up to you. So majority of the students would have got this idea the moment they saw 3x minus 4x cube. Did you get that idea? Can you comment on this? Let's go for the next problem. Let's proceed. Which of the following functions would have only odd powers of x in its Taylor series expansion about the point x equal to 0? What is he saying? In the Taylor series it seems, which will contain only odd powers it seems. To answer such question, in options you have sine and cos. Basically you must know what is the sin x expansion. Sin x expansion is x minus x cube by 3 factorial plus x power 5 by 5 factorial minus x power 7 by 7 factorial, and then so on. If you also know cos x, because question is also about cos x, most of you already know this, 1 minus x square by 2 factorial plus x power 4 by 4 factorial minus x power 6 by 6 factorial, and then so on. The question in the options, you don't have sin x, you don't have cos x, but you can use the sin x and cos x, and then you can write the Taylor series expansions of ABCD. How is that done? So look at the board. What is option A? It has sine of x cube. What I do is, in the place of x, now I put x cube. In the place of x, I'll put x cube. Come on. X cube minus x cube whole cube by 3 factorial plus x cube whole power 5 by 5 factorial, and so on. How much is this? Observe few terms. It is x cube minus x, so x power a whole power b, x power ab, 3 into 3 9, which is odd power, x power 3 whole power 5, 3 into 5 15, odd power. We have got the answer. Clearly this fellow in its Taylor series is containing only odd powers of x. So you need not go through the other options. The answer is option A. If you want to further analyze, you can like why the other options are wrong, you can check it. Which one? I'll verify option B, because option C and D are meaningless, because it is in terms of cos. Cos contains the even powers, so finally you will see all even powers. Let's see option B. This option B is only for our better understanding. In the exam, the moment option A we got all the odd powers, you can blindly set the answer as option A. What is option B? Sine of x square. What we need to do? In the place of x, now put x square. Come on, this is x square minus this is x square whole cube by 3 factorial. Next term क्या आएगा? This is x square whole power 5 by 5 factorial, and then so on. Simplify करो. First term क्या है? x square है. उसके बाद क्या आएगा? x power 6 by 3 factorial. Stop. It is already giving you even powers. The question says odd powers. So you need not go through the other options. You can 100%, with 100% confidence, you can set the answer as option A. These kind of questions should be answered instantly. What? Instantly, so that you can save time for the difficult ones. I hope you're all following this live. So every day we come up with live sessions like this. We want your participation. This will definitely give you, we will like show you the tricks, the easiest ways to solve. If you can solve the other PYQs, if you can revise the subject, right, if you can with a good preparation, if you will definitely crack. And in the coming days you have GATE exam as well. The registration, I think there's a small change. It was supposed to be from today, the registration should have opened, but there is a postponement. From 28th August the registration starts. This is a very important information, so I'm trying to share it with you. This some students might do a mistake, because the moment they feel sin x by x, every time they feel sin x by x means the answer would be 1. So let's see what could be the answer for this. The question is limit x tends to infinity. Let me separate the terms x by x plus sin x by x. What is x by x? 1. So this is limit x tends to infinity 1 plus sin x by x. There are many students who remember it like this blindly. Sin x by x, limit problem 1. No, that is not the right way. The right formula is like this, which is a very important formula. Limit x tends to 0 sin x by x is a standard result whose value is 1. This formula doesn't fit into the present discussion. Why? We have sin x by x, but here x tends to infinity is there. This doesn't fit. So what shall we do? Let's take the limit inside, since this is 1, so leave it at limit x tends to infinity. You have sin x by x. Now you should have good basics. Now what is sin x? Sin x is basically a oscillating waveform. It is oscillating. It varies its value like this, -1 less than or equal to sin x less than or equal to 1. All the time it takes values from -1 to 1. It doesn't go beyond this. So the numerator is basically a finite number, a number which is from -1 to 1. Numerator finite, denominator large number. Numerator finite number, denominator large number. What is finite number by a large number? The ratio is 0. So you finally get the answer as 1 plus 0, which is 1. Is that option there? Yes. So the answer is 1 for this question. Did you understand this? Did you think of this while solving? You saw limit x tends to 0 sin x by x is 1. So some students would have thought, let me use that. So there might be some traps like this. So you have to be careful about this. What students? Hope you're all following this live class. Can I go to the next problem? We found in every paper there is a question like this. This might be easy question, but we want to create one awareness. Arey, this is easy question. You know the logic. You can solve it instantly. You can get the marks. Frequently, this pattern is repeating. Not only GATE, in many competitive exams, this might be asked in ISRO examination as well. So what is he saying? They give a piecewise function. Sir, piecewise function kya hota hai? See, for x less than 1, it is ax plus b. For x greater than or equal to 1, something else. So in one particular interval, it is defined as ax plus b. In another interval, it is defined as x cube plus x square plus 1. So if functions are defined like this, if a function is defined, then you can call such functions to be piecewise function. And he says that this is differentiable everywhere. The value of b must be. Majority of the students will answer this. I'll wait for a minute. I want to know your response. I'll be reading your names. Any response from your side? Differentiability. Srivastav Sridhar says 5 it seems the value of B. Karuna Venkatesh says it is -2. So one of the students said 5, another student says -2. Okay, let me try. If a function is differentiable, it should also be continuous. If a function is differentiable, it should also be continuous. So you can use this logic. Logic like f of 1 minus equal to f of 1 plus. The meaning of this is the left limit value and the right limit value must be equal. So for 1 minus, that means which falls in this interval. So what you have to do is in the place of x you have to put 1. So this is a plus b. For 1 plus, you need to choose this as the interval. In the place of x put 1. 1 cube is 1, 1 square is 1 plus 1. So from this I got a plus b as 3. Name this as equation 1. Now since it is also differentiable, you can write like this. F dash of 1 minus is equal to f dash of 1 plus. What's the meaning of this? Since it is differentiable, the left slope and the right slopes are equal. So how do you find, how do you get this left and right slope? Very simple. Do this in the exam. F dash, which is a. Ax plus b का derivative क्या है? A. X cube plus x square plus 1 derivative how much? 3x square. Next 2x. This is for x less than 1. This is for x greater than or equal to 1. Next what? Substitute in this. So what's the left slope? Left slope is a. What's the right slope? Put 1 into this. 3 plus 2. So the value of a is 5. But we don't want a value. Sridhar said 5. Is he telling about a? But we don't want a, we want b. So we have a relation from equation 1. So a plus b, that is 5 plus b is 3. The value of b is -2. You should do this instantly. Instantly matlab 1 minute के अंदर problem solve करना है. You have to solve in less than a minute. You should know this logic. This is yes, very simple problem. Array, this awareness is important. You should guess or expect this kind of questions. Solve it instantly. This is another typical problem which I would solve it here. Before solving this, let me tell you that f dash of a, you people know the basic differentiation na? You should also know how is f dash of a defined using the limit. It is defined like this. Limit x tends to a, it is f of x minus f of a by x minus a. If you see that limit x tends to f of x minus f of a by x minus a is there, you can replace that with f dash of a. This is nothing but the derivative of f at x equal to a. You can also say it's the slope of f of x at x equal to a. If you can recognize this, we will use this in our simplification. This is one of the typical problems that were asked in the recent examinations. You should be alert. You should have solved this kind of problem. So f of x minus f of y, the modulus of this is less than or equal to x minus y whole square. I can rewrite this. Modulus of this less than or equal to modulus of x minus y whole square. Because modulus, why did I introduce modulus is you have a square. When you have square, you can also bring modulus, nothing to worry. What next? The next step would be f of x minus f of y by x minus y. I would like to take one modulus. This is like a square, na? So which can be factored as a into a. Let's take one of the a to the left side, and then modulus, this is less than or equal to what? Modulus of x minus y. Let me apply this limit now. Limit x tends to y, modulus of f of x minus f of y by x minus y. is less than or equal to limit x tends to y modulus of x minus y. This quantity, you can send the limit inside. The moment limit goes inside, you read it, limit x tends to y, just like limit x tends to a. Come on, read it. When this limit goes inside, limit x tends to y, f of x minus f of y by x minus y. This exactly resembles like this. What is this? This is f dash of a. So what will be this? This will be, limit goes inside, modulus is there. This is f dash of y less than or equal to, when x tends to y, when you put y here, y minus y is 0. So modulus of f dash of y is less than or equal to 0. Modulus is never negative, students. Modulus cannot be negative. So the only option for f dash of y is f dash of y must be 0. When your derivative is 0 for all y, it means f of y is basically a constant function. क्या function है? Constant function, something like c. f of y is c. Now with this you can easily answer. So what to answer? Finally, what did we decide? We are saying that f of y is c. Whatever be y value, f of y is always c. In the question, they are asking us f of 1 minus f of 0. What is f of 1? Since it's a constant function, f of 1 is c. F of 0, since it is constant function, it is also c. C minus c is 0. So the answer for this question is 0. I hope you have understood this. Did you? Please reply. Reply karo. Students, actually I planned to also solve questions on probability, but due to the timing constraint, I am solving up to this. I hope this session has definitely it will be useful for you. The remaining time I would like to show you a QR code about the test series. So let me just check whether I have that QR code. If the QR code is there, I'll try to show you test series. ఒకసారి స్క్రీన్ ని యాడ్ ఏమైనా ప్లే చేయాలి ఆడియో. మాట్లాడచ్చా? స్టూడెంట్స్, ఐఎమ్ ట్రయింగ్ టు show you a QR code. This QR code will be useful for you. Like if you scan this QR code, you can register for ISRO online test series. If you can give me a minute time, I'll show you that QR code. Yeah, I think it is live now. You can see this QR code, students. This is about online test series which ACE Engineering Academy conducts. Many students in the past have written this, so they got a good practice before the actual exam. What you need to do is scan this QR code, you register for this, so and then get this test series which has 13 subject wise test and 3 full length mock exams. So this is already started, so this is available for you. If you have any doubts in this session, you can ask me. If there are no doubts, I'll end this session. I thank all the students who attended this live, and so I also thank the students who are going to watch the recorded video after this live. So once again, let me just show you few important things. We are conducting this Mission ISRO 2025 PYQ series. It starts. So it has started from today. In the coming days, we have this schedule for various branches. You can pause, you can take a screenshot of this, you can follow this schedule. You get updates. Please subscribe to our channel. You get the notifications about this live sessions. You can ask your doubts in the live sessions. You can interact with the faculty. You can get these books which contain the previous questions subject wise along with the solutions. You can also register for this online test series. I hope this session has helped you. So thanks for attending this live, and also the students are going to watch the recorded course. You can post your comments below the YouTube video. If you have any doubts, you can post your comments there. I will try to address them. We are about to end this live session. So that's it, students. Bye everyone.